Hi, Link's Little Triforce here. This year we were fortunate enough to win tickets to the Nintendo Live 2023 event in Seattle, Washington. I won family passes for 4 that were linked to your Nintendo ID with these QR codes, but Nintendo also sent us these awesome badges for the event. Each day of the 4-day event they had many performances. One was the Legend of Zelda Orchestra, but by the time I went on to get my Warp Pipe pass they were sold out. Fortunately, they played the music from the orchestra while we were waiting in line, so enjoy. When we checked in with our passes, we got swag bags, and we were pleasantly surprised to find that each of us got a different pin set. While waiting in line, there was a little preview for what you could pick up in the Nintendo Live pop-up shop, and here there's also a little display right outside the pop-up shop where you can get a hands-on look at all of the merchandise that was available. Check out these brightly colored 90s aesthetic t-shirts and these really awesome Washington State Mario stickers that were made exclusively for the event. There were a lot of other cool t-shirts available, like this Mario Kart swag or that 8-bit Seattle Skyline t-shirt that I had to get. There was also a lot of merch just commemorating the live event, and you know I had to grab the t-shirt and the pin set that I will show you guys a little later. When we went, it was the last day of the event, but they still had a couple free posters that they were giving away at the display shop. Yoink! It was nice to see that they had a selection of Splatoon, Animal Crossing, and even Pikmin merch there. Those are just games that just don't get enough love, I think. And you know I was obsessed with all of the cool Zelda merch that they had available at this. When we got to the front of the line, you placed your order almost like you were at a fast food restaurant, and they would collect your items and get you along your way. As you entered the event, you were greeted by my boy Link up here, which we'll see a little closer in a minute. There are 2 photo op opportunities for Tears of the Kingdom. One was with the Decayed Master Sword and one was with Link himself.
Hi, how are we doing?
And most of the exhibits had these displays where you could learn more about the game and watch either cutscenes or tutorials. Behind the Zelda photo op wall was actually a demo space where you could play the games for the first time, and by doing so you'd also get a free pin of Link from Tears of the Kingdom. I was maybe a little too excited to see our Maddie Daddy Dwarf here. When you got in line for the photo op opportunity, the first one that you would take a picture with would be with the Decayed Master Sword. I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to take it home with me. I finally got the chance to see the life-size Link statue with his glowy arm and all. I want one of these so bad. As you walk further into the event, it just became more overwhelming with all of the awesome things that were around you. We had a hard time deciding where to go next, so we decided to end up going way to the back corner where there was the Super Mario Wonder exhibit, where you could actually try out the game early before it gets released this October. There were so many immersive areas, it just felt like you were in every single game that was present. Playing Mario Wonder! And you know we had to get that photo op. My Zelda enjoyment didn't end there though, oh no, they also had a huge Smash exhibit that featured many of the weapons and items in the game from several different characters, including Link, as well as other fan favorites. They showcased this massive mural that featured all of the characters that were represented in the latest edition of the Smash series. When I say it's massive, I'm saying it's massive. This mural was huge. There were Smash tournaments to compete in, or you'd get a participation trophy pin for playing the demo. There was a huge Splatoon 3 tournament taking place at the event, but due to time constraints, we didn't get to participate. Of course, they also included a Mario Kart tournament. LEGO provided this really cool exhibit where you could make and take home some LEGO Mario figures with you. Check out this giant animated LEGO Bowser statue. And there's no way Nintendo wouldn't promote their latest Mario Brothers movie. Say, "It's a me!" To us, Pikmin always seemed like a really niche game that only Comic Book John was into. But luckily there was this really nice exhibit for it. And here you can see they had a little monitor set up connected to PlayNintendo.com where you could test to see what your ideal Pikmin would be. To no one's surprise, Comic Book John is indeed a blue Pikmin. While waiting in line to play the Pikmin demo, there was a QR code that you could scan for the web-based Pikmin Finder game. This was an AR game that you could use the surrounding environment to find Pikmin in your real-world settings. This was actually a really fun way to spend time in the line, despite there not being an awesome web connection with all of the guests present. There were lots of Pikmin goodies at the demo, including a pin, a booklet on the Pikmin Bloom mobile app, as well as this really great photo shoot area that Comic Book John was just entirely stoked about. Up next, we visited the Kirby exhibit, and boy was it a mouthful. There was lots of cute little statues, this little jail section for poor little Waddle Dee, and then these guys back here, I love Sword Kirby, and then the mouthful car. Look at that. The poor Kirby mascot needed a little bit of moral support getting around, so we all cheered him on while he got down the aisle. I'm a bit of a newer Animal Crossing fan, starting on the 3DS with New Leaf. However, this Animal Crossing exhibit, I could live here. It was so huge, it was so immersive. There was this really great little stand while you're waiting out front, where if you brought your Switch, you could actually use their amiibo cards to invite characters to the Roost or to Harv's Island and do little photo shoots or have a cup of coffee with your favorite villagers. They had lots of mascots there, including KK, Isabelle, and Tom Nook. We were fortunate enough to get our photo with KK coming up here. But look at this surrounding area. Look at, I could play here all day. I want to be here. There was so much to look at, whether it was the houses, the trees, the river. Look at the lighting on that to make it look like the water was actually flowing. The character mascots were great. There was a little campground, and they had all these cute little items for you to pose with. Up next, we have this really huge Pokemon exhibit. They had a timeline of every single Pokemon mainline game in their release. And then there was this display section where they featured every single one of the mainline games with the console that they were originally released for. If I had a bigger space and I just wanted to show off my collection, this is the perfect setup. I love how they did this. Just look at that. After you competed in a tournament against a Nintendo employee, you got some promos including a poster and 3 patches featuring the current Pokemon starters. Mario Dojo was a micro tournament where you could win a Switch controller. There was so much to do, you just could not do it all in one day. I simply adored this retro living room that they had set up that you could pose in. And once we got back to the hotel, we dumped out all of our swag on the beds just so we can get a better look at everything. It was just so much to take in and just experience throughout the day. It was almost kind of hard to remember everything that you picked up. So this is everything from the free promos to the couple of items that we purchased in the shop. And you can just kind of look over there on the left for a little zoomed in image of each item. I just wanted to thank Nintendo for giving us the opportunity to go to this event and for selecting us as part of the raffle for the tickets. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that we will never forget. We are so grateful for the opportunity to go, and it was a blast. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will have more photos posted on my website, and you can find the link listed down below. Until next time.